Hello and welcome to another installment of Conspirator Brock's Pull List. This is my pull list for the week of September 3rd, 2014. So let's get into it. Big week. First up is Aquaman Futures End number 1. Don't know if you can see the change in the picture there, but these covers do move. They are like 3D lenticular covers or whatever. So your shop will have these, or they'll have the regular cover, but we're going to check out Futures End for specific titles. So this is the Aquaman Futures End one-shot. Next up we have week 22 of Batman Eternal. Not caught up yet, but hopefully this week I will be able to get caught up with Batman Eternal, and as well as Futures End. I've started to get caught up on Futures End. So we'll see where it goes. But Charlie has told me that Batman Eternal has been really good, so can't wait to read it. Next up we have The Death-Defying Dr. Mirage number 1 from Valiant Comics. Interested to check this out. Valiant's been, overall a good line of books to be picking up. So we'll check out Dr. Mirage. This is 1 of 5. Next up we have the Detective Comics Futures End one-shot. So you see there Riddler pops in and out next to Batman, so this should be kind of interesting. So we'll see, but Detective Comics Futures End one-shot. Then next up we have Earth 2 Futures End. It looks like Red Tornado Lois is getting kind of taken apart there, so we'll see what goes on with this. But Earth 2 Futures End. Earth 2 is awesome, by the way. You should be reading it. Next up, we have Fairest number 29. For Fables fans, you should be reading Fairest. It's an interesting look at the female characters of the Fables universe. But Fairest 29. Checking them out. Next up is Hinterkind number 11. Again, people who like Fables, who like Fairest, Hinterkind might be up your alley. I've been enjoying it. So Hinterkind 11. And then next up we have the delayed Justice League number 33. Everyone seems to be wanting to get Power Ring, so let's see who gets it. Doom Patrol or Justice League? We'll see. Next up is Futures End, the New 52 Futures End number 18. Looks like John Constantine plays a role in this issue. We'll see. It got caught up on 2 issues of Futures End. I've been enjoying it, so we'll see. Once I get caught up to issue 18, because we're in week 18, how it pans out. But Futures End 18. Next up, we have Jason Aaron's Southern Bastards number 4. If you haven't been reading Southern Bastards, you should. It is an awesome book. Jason Aaron does an amazing job with getting the feel for characters, especially characters in the South. In small towns, so much like Scalped, very good writing, very good stuff. Southern Bastards. Then next up we have Swamp Thing Futures End one shot. Swamp Thing looks like he's changing into a mechanical cyborgy type of creature, so we'll see where Swamp Thing is in this Futures End. And then that's it for my pull list. Those are the books I picked up for my collection. Since Justice League was delayed, you can get the Darwin Cook Batman 75th variant, which was, July's variant. But hey, it's been delayed. So, but yeah, Darwin Cook's Batman 75th variant for Justice League 33. Hardcover graphic novel that came out this week, Forever Evil. Jeff Johns' really interesting series that gets rid of the Justice League and brings a crime syndicate to our world. So a group of villains has to take back control and try and get everything back to normal. Really great stuff. Can't wait to read the hardcover of this. But Forever Evil hardcover is out in comic book stores. So that's the stuff on what I decided to take home this week. Not too bad of a week size-wise for me. My reading list is actually much bigger. so we'll get to that now. Yeah, lots of stuff on the reading list. So, Action Comics, New 52 one-shot. So, changing up there if you can see it. Looks like he goes to Ash and he's getting blown away. So, we'll see what happens with Superman in Action Comics with the features in. Then we have Black Widow number 10. I've been really enjoying Black Widow. It's a really good title. Edmondson has been doing a really good job. The artwork's cool, Noto, so it's very fits very well with Black Widow. So Black Widow number 10. Then the big apparently things coming out for Marvel this week, which I'm not. Whatever. The Death of Wolverine number 1 of 4. These will become. It's all shiny and it's $5. Yeah. It's Marvel's Death of Wolverine. Okay, he'll probably be back 12 months, 18 months, who knows. There's a bunch of different covers for this. We didn't get a lot of them at Comics Conspiracy, but if your shop orders a lot, they'll probably have more variants to choose from. I know there's a Scotty Young variant, there's a Canadian variant, and I think there's one more that we got, but I don't remember. But Death of Wolverine number 1, pick it up. I think there's 22 pages of actual new content and then 27 pages of special added bonus stuff. So yeah, really $5 for 22 pages of actual new content. I don't know if it's really worth it. But Death of Wolverine, if you're interested in how they kill him off, Charles Soule is writing this. He's the writer on Swamp Thing, who he just signed a contract, an exclusive contract with Marvel. No, Charles, why are you leaving? So I'm kind of bummed on Swamp Thing, but he is She-Hulk has been really good, which I've been reading, but the artist is terrible on it. They need a new artist, so we'll see how Charles Soule deals with the Death of Wolverine. Next up, we have Grayson Futures End, a one-shot. Apparently, he has the red star on his outfit there. If you can't see, let me see. Get a little closer. Get the glare out of there for you. Does it change over? See the red star? Ooh. What does that mean? I don't know. We'll see. Grayson Futures End, one-shot. Next up, we have Green Arrow. Futures End, one-shot. There's a tombstone, and then it crumbles, and there's the hood. Ooh. Been enjoying Green Arrow, so we'll see if the Futures End stuff's good. Next up, we have Green Lantern. Futures End. Looks like he turns to dust in this one too, kind of like Superman. So maybe they end up having the same fate. But Green Lantern Futures End one shot. The next up we have Iron Fist: The Living Weapon number 6. I've been enjoying this for the most part. The artwork's okay. The story is kind of stagnant. It hasn't moved too much, but it's interesting enough, so we'll see where it keeps going. I still need to go back and read the Brubaker stuff. Yeah, so Iron Fist: The Living Weapon. Then next up we have The Legendary Star-Lord number 3. Yeah, Rocket Raccoon 3 also came out this week, but I didn't pick it up because I couldn't even get through the last issue. It was abysmally horrible. For those of you who liked Rocket Raccoon and are telling me I'm a dumbass for what I just said, I don't give a shit. It is bad in my opinion. I'm not going to pick it up. Star-Lord's been okay, but we'll see. So, number 3. Then next up we have the Moon Knight number 7, no longer written by Garth Ennis, or Warren Ellis. Sorry, Warren Ellis, I believe. Brian Wood is actually penning this, so we'll see where it goes. I like Brian Wood for the most part, so he's writing it, so we'll check it out. But Moon Knight number 7. Next up we have a mini series, or not a mini series, I guess a regular, but an 8-issue series from Peter Milligan. The Names. Didn't know anything about this until I saw it pop up on my Comic Shopper app thing that I use to pick and choose kind of what I'm picking up for the week. But it was intriguing to kind of read the blurb on this. It seems to be like the 1% are being attacked or singled out and murdered or whatever. But The Names, 8 issues, Peter Milligan, checking them out. Then next up, we have Jason Aaron's final chapter, as long as they don't do like point something after this. Original Sin 8 of 8. We'll get to see what happens and where this is going to take the Marvel Universe. Bomb, bomb, bomb. I've really been enjoying Original Sin. The tie-ins I haven't touched. Most people say, you can skip them. The issues that have tied in, like in Amazing Spider-Man and Daredevil and Fantastic Four, been okay for the most part, but not detrimental to you having to read Original Sin to understand what goes on in there, or you have to read that to understand what's going on in Original Sin. So, but yeah, this is definitely one of the better crossovers or event books in a long time from Marvel, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it ends. Then next up we have Edmondson again on Punisher. This is Punisher number 10. Punisher and Black Widow's issues last month kind of tied into each other. One was from her viewpoint, one was from his viewpoint. And she dumps him off in a jail in Mexico, I believe. So that sucks. So Punisher's in jail, in a Mexican jail, so we'll see what happens if he gets out, how he gets out, and who he's going to punish. But Punisher's been really, really good. I've been enjoying it. Then next up we have Spider-Man 2099. I've really been enjoying this title, surprisingly enough. I've never really gotten into the 2099 Spider-Man. Never read the old stuff. Never, touched anything really that associated with him. Read a couple of things here and there, like in the backups of Spider-Man comics or in something that had him in it, and it was okay. But I've been really enjoying Spider-Man 2099, so if you haven't, I would go and try and snatch up a copy of issue 1 and 2, and 3 is out today. Alright, last on the list is Trinity of Sin, Phantom Stranger, Future's End one-shot. That's a lot to say. It looks like Phantom Stranger is taking off the final little thing, and he's going back to being Judas. We'll see. But Future's End, Phantom Stranger. Or Trinity of Sin, Phantom Stranger. Really, really long title. There are two books that I was going to check out, but we didn't have enough copies for me to safely take one and read. One was Batwing, Future's End one-shot. Batwing's, I stopped reading it a while ago. We haven't been carrying it because it's only been on subscriber list because we weren't selling any shelf copies. But I'm curious to see what Batwing has in store for us in the Future's End universe. And then the other one was She-Hulk number 8 by Charles Soule. The aged Captain America now is coming to She-Hulk to ask for legal advice or something. So we'll see. But like I said before, the book's really written really well. It feels like a strong book, but again, the art takes so much away from the title that I feel that it desperately needs a new artist. Not to knock the person who's the current artist, but it's really more of an independent kind of comic style than necessarily something like She-Hulk or whatever. Like the style of art is like something you would get in a backup story in some random issue of a book, and the backup it's just there. So, but yeah, She-Hulk number 8. It's out, and that's it for my pull list this week. Lots of stuff to read. I actually got caught up on a majority of my books, except for Batman Eternal and New 52 Future's End. Today, actually, is when I got caught up. I got caught up with those and actually read a trade. Holy crap, what is wrong with me? I actually have time to walk and read. So, I got a big stack of stuff to get through now. Hopefully I can stay on top of it and not get a backlog like I've had for the past few months. I do appreciate you listening, or watching, listening, however you want to, however you take this video podcast. Remember, if you're on my blog, conspiratorbrock.com, and you see any of these titles, those links will take you to the digital versions of those on Comixology, which you can purchase, and that will purchase through the Comics Conspiracy digital storefront, which will help the Comics Conspiracy a little bit, because the store will get a cut of any of your purchases. If you subscribe, we still get a cut. So if you're like, I just want to subscribe, not care about it, get it every month, thank you, we appreciate it. There's also links for Amazon purchases for Forever Evil if you're interested in picking up that hardcover. And no, Amazon has it for 37% off, I believe. So instead of being like $25, it's a little over $15, which is not bad for a brand new hardcover. Of course, if you order it on Amazon, it's a pre-order because it doesn't come out until about a week or 2 weeks. But definitely, if you click through and purchase that, I appreciate it. It helps me out personally. And again, any of the links that you click here help me out a little bit. Yeah. You can catch me on the Comic Conspiracy. We just finished. We recorded tonight. We had to change schedules with the Geek Box, so instead of recording Monday, we recorded tonight on Tuesday. So that should be up later tonight, and hopefully I'll be able to get a post for that up so you can get it. You can also follow me on Twitter. My handle is @BrockSager. Yeah. So please like this video, share this video, leave comments if you want. Let me know if you feel I'm doing a good job. If I'm not doing a good job, if you're a troll, I'll probably just delete it unless it's funny. And I decide to leave it up and banter with you a little bit, then I'll delete it. So yeah. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next week for more of these DC Futures End one-shot deals. I'll probably have a little bit more to say about whether or not I think it's good to kind of check them out. I'm not too sure with the September month with DC, whether or not it's good to dive in completely, or if it's more, just kind of stay within your wheelhouse of either Batman titles or Justice League titles or offbeat titles or whatever. But hopefully you find that informative, and hopefully I have some information for you. So until next week, thank you again for watching, and I will see you in 7 days. Bum, bum, bum.